want to talk to you a little bit about this idea of success. You're all striving for some sort of success, whether that's being a parent or being in business or having a career or whatever that is. You have this ideal of what success is, and so you strive for it in some way. And when you strive for success' sake, for the sake of other people thinking that you're doing well or that you're maintaining some ideal you think is good, or you're just falling into the ideal of what Western society thinks is successful, well, then that's an expansive experience, but there's a lot of effort and struggle involved in that because it's not really authentically who you are. Who you are is authentically successful, whether you do anything or not. It has nothing to do with what you do. It's how you are, how you perceive yourself, how you're exploring physical reality. You see, you're already successful. You're here. You did all the work you need to do to be here, and you're here now. So now that you're here, you can do anything you want to do. If you believe that success means something or achievement means something, well, you're going to effort and toil your way through hardship and disappointment in order to achieve something you think is good. And you think that in the achieving of that success, it'll mean something or you'll feel something. And what you'll feel is briefly, you'll feel okay, you'll feel good about it. You'll use that as your excuse to be in alignment, to congratulate yourself. But once you get there, after toiling and struggling all the time, you'll realize that it didn't give you the feeling you thought you'd feel. It didn't give you anything other than what someone else labels as good. And so you get to this level and you say, well, that can't be it. I must not be successful. I must keep going, keep trying, keep struggling, and keep efforting. And of course, your whole society is based on this idea of hard work leads to everything you want. And we say expansion leads to everything you want. Now, you will definitely expand on your journey to success, even if you're only doing it for the success or the money or whatever, the congratulations, the achievement, whatever that is. You will expand on that journey, and that's wonderful. But you'll be exploring the inauthentic version of you. You'll be exploring who you're not. You will not be really understanding how this game is played. True success comes from doing whatever you're inspired to do, realizing you're successful now, that you cannot fail, that you are here on earth at this time, at this wonderful time of awakening, and that you are here to do something that may not necessarily look like success in the eyes of others. But to you, that is success. To coming to know yourself authentically, that really is the only success that you're looking for. To understand who you are and to accept yourself as you are, and then to accept everyone else as they are. And then not to buy in this whole propaganda of what Western society calls success. What you want to do is expand in love through inspiration by pushing past fear to do whatever you're inspired to do in the moment. In that, you'll gain confidence and clarity. You'll gain more self-awareness. You'll raise your vibration to higher levels. You'll exist at greater levels of love and joy and satisfaction and ease and calmness and exhilaration and interest and excitement. That's the success that we're talking about. And that could be in any area of your life or all areas of your life. You could achieve that success just by knowing who you are. And so success is available to you in this moment. True success is. But if you put yourself on this journey of self-discovery and you say, well, with each experience, I expand to greater levels of awareness about who I truly am. Every time I dip into a low emotional state of being due to some event that happened, and I see that event as for me rather than happening to me, that's success. That is leading you towards everything you truly want. Every time you're able to push past fear and act on some inspired idea, that's success. That is the key. You must understand that when you're able to do these things, when you're able to not act on an urge to change the conditions, or not try to control something, or act on some inspired idea in the moment, some little tiny thing, that is the success that you're looking for. With that success comes everything else you truly want. Everything else you truly want is a byproduct of this approach to life, where you see yourself as successful now, you see everything as good and right and perfect as it is right now, you see everyone else as perfect as they are right now, and you achieve this level of perspective that is so high that it matches perfectly with your inner self. When you feel good, this is your notification that you're being successful. When you feel bad, this is your notification of growth opportunity. And so you cannot fail. It's not possible to fail. You cannot lose anything. Loss is an illusion. You cannot die. You cannot fail. You cannot have negative results. You can't make a wrong decision. Nothing bad could ever happen to you because above it all, you are a pure positive being of love and acceptance. You are eternal and magnificent and good and worthy and all these things. And the proof of that is that you're here now. When you compare yourself to others or their level of success or what society deems is successful, when you're discounting the true aspect of this reality. You're discounting who you truly are. And you must know that if you're listening to this on this call now or at a later date, you've arrived at a new place, a place where few others have arrived. Now, this doesn't make you more successful than everyone else, because inherently everyone is following their own journey and exploring what they came here to explore and doing it in their own way. When you judge another's journey, well, then you're just looking at it from a limited or a higher perspective. You get to choose what perspective you are going to use in the moment to look at anything. When you look at anything from a higher perspective, you are successful. When you're looking at it from a limited perspective, you are in a little bit of confusion. You're believing in the illusion. It's no big deal. You can change that perspective at any time. And when you do, when you are focused on what excites you, your passions and interests, your new perspectives, your new ideas, your processing of limiting beliefs, all of these things add up to success. And with that comes everything you want. All the things that you think you want that are necessary for you to have, all the money that you need to do whatever you need to do to explore who you truly are will come. All the friends will come. All the new experiences will come. Everything will come when you're in alignment with who you truly are, when you see yourself as absolutely successful and worthy of everything you want. That all comes. You don't have to do anything. You'll be inspired. That inspiration will always come with a bit of fear, but if you can push past the fear, the action itself will always be enjoyable and easy, and you'll be highly effective in everything you do. When you get to this level of awareness about who you truly are, and you act as a blended being with your inner self, always acting on inspiration in the moment and never worrying about anything else that you think you have to do, it'll all get done. It'll all take care of itself. It'll all pop into your reality. You won't know how. You may be able to follow the thread of it after the fact, but in the moment, you can't know how it's all coming together. You must have a little bit of faith. Well, that faith will take you a long way. When you start to act in faith on those things you're inspired to do, you'll gain confidence. You'll see how this whole system works. You'll see that, yes, you can do this thing you're inspired to do. Yes, you can take that small action in the moment. Yes, you don't have to pay attention to what other people think. You can let them alone and accept them for their journey and realize that you have a chance here. You have a choice. You can strive towards efforting and struggling, doing the things you don't want to do just to achieve some level of monetary status, some kind of income, some kind of what makes it feel like security to you. Or you can trust that you are abundant, are free, are secure, are worthy, are whole, are good, are magnificent, are limitless right now. When you change your mindset from, I need to do this, that, and the other thing to prove that I am worthy, and instead say, I am worthy, what do I want to do now? What's the most exciting thing I can do now? How much fun can I have now? What can I let go of? What do I need not do? What can I let other people do? Why do I have to control anything? If you can let go of some of that control, then you'll be carried swiftly to wherever you want to be. Now, you can't really know where you want to be right now because you're ascending, you're expanding through all these experiences. And that expanded version of you that exists in a year from now or 5 years from now will have a new level of clarity that you do not have now. Right now, you're all buying into some illusion. Something has to be different than it is for you to feel good. And that is not true. You can all choose to feel good now. You can all choose to feel successful now. You can all have as much fun as you want now. It's all done by looking at everything from a higher perspective. This is working out. I can't see it yet, but I know it's working out for me. It always does work out for me. It always does work out as long as I let go of control. When I'm in fear and holding on to something, well, I can see it's not working out. I can see that I'm separating myself from that which I fear, those people that are behaving badly that should be different than they are. That government over there, or that new rule or new law, or this crisis over in this land, or whatever it is. When you're focused on yourself, what you think you need, what you think you lack, then you're living this like life of lack, of hardship, of struggle, of effort. When you realize you you don't lack anything and you cannot lose anything, well, then you can choose a new perspective. And in that new perspective, you're free. Because in that new perspective, you open up the pathway of inspiration to flow to you. As you're processing your limiting beliefs, you allow in more inspiration. And that inspiration, whatever it may be, it might be something completely different than what you think it should be. If you can simply push past a little bit of fear now and then to take some inspired steps, you'll be led to the life you intended to live. That life will become apparent to you as you act on more inspiration and give up the old struggle and effort to make yourself seem successful in the eyes of others. They cannot know who you are. You do not need them to know who you are. They will never see you for who they are until they see themselves for who they are. You will never see them for who they are until you see yourself for who you are. So what you want to do is to see yourself for who you are. That's why you're here. That's your trajectory. That's your plan. That's your intention. Find out who you are and then realize the entire system was structured for that one intention, and that everything is working out perfectly to lead you on this trajectory from the illusion into the truth. Give up what you think you should be. Give up being anything that's inauthentically you. Focus on your passions and your interests and what makes you feel good. Let everyone else do what they want to do. Let everyone else have their own opinions. You stand in your authority, knowing that you are the only one who knows what's right for you. If you can do that, this life will be a game, and it'll be a fun game, and you'll enjoy it every step of the way. Give it all up, let it go, relax, surrender, and have as much fun as you can. And with that, we'd like to talk to you about anything you'd like to talk about. Who'd like to start?